fire, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I live it ballin' this pickup.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Tennessee Titans.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
The 44-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Intended for
Timing's back. Are my feet going to get down inbound? All those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 40.
The ball carrier.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
And the tight. First down.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
Gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On the screen, this is Evans. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Going quickly out to the right side. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 14-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. To him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They snap it to Tannehill. Steps away to his left. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. First and goal from the 3. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on that.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Evans. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The tackle made by Jayon Brown. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brees. Tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
53.
So here we go on 4th down with Brees. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Throwing on 1st down is Brees. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get it. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Third and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Brees. Looking long for Thomas. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. What a start start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
2nd and inches at the 40-yard line.
Tannehill. And that one will fall incomplete.
For Darrington.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He'll look downfield for Humphreys. This is intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Tannehill's pass intercepted.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get. And you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get it.
He's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he finds Cook. And he's going to be out around the 45-yard line. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. first and 10. Here's Breeze. It's caught. Smith. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
And 5 at the 50-yard line.
Check.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And Breeze is intercepted for the third time. Picked off at the 22. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, he kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Kamara, the ball carrier. Rashaan Evans on the tackle.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They run it for the first time in the backup mode. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
13-yard line.
Breeze now. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
A 30-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
By Vic Beasley.
Again, it's Murray.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now Brees. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Jeffrey Simmons on the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Brees leaves this one with Kamara. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Daquan Jones on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Kamara.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and...
To throw is Brees. That's complete right around the end. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Drew Brees on target to Emmanuel Sanders. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he'll bang that one through.
That ties the game at 10.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
The 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
To throw is Tannehill. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. He'll look downfield for Humphreys. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphreys. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Tannehill. He'll look downfield for Humphreys. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw, Breeze. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Second and 20. Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been a lot of hits so far. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. First throw in overtime for Tannehill. Flushed out right. He can run it out. He lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Derrick Henry all alone. The 30, 20, 10, and he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Final score in overtime.
Partner, great we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a...
I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L.